Good afternoon all. In previous lecture, we have discussed with the vectors, gene transfer with vector as well as without vector. Now, vectorless gene transfer. Yes, you have to remember only two vectors. Vector for plant, that is Agrobacterium tumefaciens, which cause the potato tuber disease in the potato plant, and retrovirus, it causes the cancer. Fine. So now vectorless gene transfer in that. First, electroporation. By electric field, we make a pores in the wall of the cell, so it allows the entry of the DNA inside the cell. Chemical mediated genetic transformation. Some chemical is used there. Chemical mediated genetic transfer, here we use the PEG. Polyethylene glycol. By using the special type of the chemicals, just like a PEG, fine, we make the cell to uptake the foreign DNA. Another point that you know it very well, micro injection. Micro injection microinjection by using the micropipette or glass needle, we facilitate the entry of the foreign DNA molecule, fine, inside the host cell. Particle bombardment or particle gun or ballistic method. In this method we use the tungsten as well as gold. We use very tiny particles of tungsten as well as gold and high velocity containing particles. So these particles are fused with the foreign DNA, and that all particles can be bombarded on the host cell to facilitate the entry of the foreign DNA into the host cell. Liposome mediated gene transfer. Or we say that lipofication. In this method, generally the plasma membrane is made up of phospholipid. It is hydrophobic in nature. But DNA is water soluble, it is hydrophilic in nature. So liposome mediated gene transfer, or we say that lipofication, in that we form the lipid bag. In that we form the lipid bag surround to the foreign DNA or a desired character consisting DNA. So that foreign DNA molecule is artificially, it become hydrophobic, fine, so can easily pass through the plasma membrane. Okay, so this is about the vectorless gene transfer. Along with that, few topics are also there, given there in the textbook, that first of all we keep the cell over the ice and then take the cell away from the ice at 42 degrees Celsius temperature and then again take it on the ice. So that one method is there, and another method, that is calcium treatment. So you know that calcium ion increase the permeability, fine, so we give the treatment with the help of the calcium, fine, so permeability increases and DNA molecule can easily pass through it. Gene transfer in animals. In animals we use the electroporation, microinjection and particle gun method. Desired foreign gene is transferred into zygote or embryo through microinjection. After treat the zygote or embryo, it is transferred to the uterus of that particular female or to another female. So if we take the uterus on the rent for the gestation period of the another animal, that is known as surrogate mother. So surrogate mother is also known as foster. Okay, fine. So this is about the gene transfer in animals, and along with that here you remember that one more point, retrovirus. We had already discussed this in the NCERT lecture. The retrovirus caused the cancer, but now the retrovirus is modified and then useful for the transfer of the foreign DNA, desired DNA, to the host cell. Now, the last portion of this chapter, okay, last portion of this chapter, at a laboratory level, we form the very less amount of the products. So for formation of the large amount of the products, we use bioreactor. So important thing is that bioreactor, in that we form the 100 to 1000 liter at one time. Now the most important MCQ is that the most common used bioreactor, that is of stirring type, pH control system, temperature control system, fine foam control system, sampling tank, all things are there in the stirring type of the bioreactor. And the last portion, that is downstreaming processing. Fine. So there are no any extra points in downstreaming processing. So here this is about the 11th chapter D. So I hope you understand all these things.